What's going on, traders? It's Andrew O'Connell with Pristine Capital coming at you with yet another market recap video. It's August 4th, 2021. Please go ahead and click the like button on this video and also subscribe to my channel. If you enjoyed this content, I would really appreciate it. Today we're going to go through the markets. We're going to go through the price action. Today was such a choppy day. I got a lot to say today, team. So we're going to go through all of that. And before we go through everything, quick disclaimer, nothing in this video should be construed as investment advice or recommendations. Please follow your own trading plan and your own risk parameters. And last but certainly not least, do not YOLO your entire account into any one of my trades. All right, let's jump into it. So what happened today, team? Today was a choppy day and there were so many fits and starts, and I'm not gonna lie, I got a little chopped up today. So S&P 500 was down 0.49%. NASDAQ QQQ was up 0.14%. The small caps were down 1.25%. So huge down day for the small caps. And the Dow Jones was down 0.88%. So let's take a look. And the S&P 500, geez. So we talked about this in our pre-market webinar, like, hey, today might be a choppy day, whatever, it might be a good day to feed the ducks, that sort of thing. S&P 500, we opened up, up here, and we basically had a sell-off throughout the session, but intraday, it was honestly madness. So we had yesterday, we traded all the way down to this weekly value area low. We pierced through it, and it looked like, oh, okay, maybe this will actually accelerate to the downside. Some institution, whoever it was, came in and bid this thing up, and we just pushed right through the weekly value area throughout the entire session. We lifted higher. Then in the overnight, we kind of fell apart again. And then this was throughout today's trading session. We were just kind of leaking lower in the first half of the day. And so here again, it looked like, okay, now we're actually falling through levels. We're breaking below this weekly point of control. Okay, maybe we're heading to the downside, and then we just bounced back up. We pushed through value, and then literally in like the last 10 minutes of trading, we just pushed dramatically lower. Like, look at this red bar. And then after the bell rings, then we just push back up higher. So this is like, in terms of like which way are we trending, which way are we not, the longer term time frames are showing us we're still trending to the upside. But in the short-term time frame, like on this hourly chart, this is like, we're just bouncing around in a range. So let's jump over to the NASDAQ as well. And yeah, I think it comes down to like, all this uncertainty around COVID. Is growth slowing? Is it speeding up? We're getting a fiscal stimulus package, but are we not? NASDAQ was the strongest of the indices. Pretty much we're still seeing this COVID trade where it's like dump everything except 5 stocks in the NASDAQ. And yeah, the NASDAQ is still looking strong. Russell this morning, this one got pummeled. And look at this. So the Russell is really looking like it's starting to roll over slowly but surely. This thing is just, players are leaking out of it day by day. And today at one point, it looked like we were going to push higher, push off this 20-day moving average. We were not able to do that. So yeah, the Russell, looking like a short here. Dow Jones. You can see we lost the 20-day simple moving average. So we're starting to see this technical, like, I don't want to say like major weakness, like we're in value, but it's almost like a malaise where it really just is. Summer trading, August seasonally, is a very choppy month, and it looks like that's what we are experiencing. Market breadth today was horrible. So this, we had 24% advances in the S&P 500. So if you're wondering, like, the stocks that I own went down, but, the market was still fine, this is really why. There were just a few stocks that were really pushing everything higher, but the breadth, was terrible. Dow Jones only 7% advancers, 2 out of the 30 stocks advancing. So yeah, just, today overall, this was a sell-off. Finviz heat map, you'll see the same thing. NVIDIA, AMD, really these semis were holding it all together. And some of the software names. Other than that, though, everything sold off pretty much. Yeah, there were some hot spots like this LLY. There were a couple names that were good. But yeah, the vast majority of things in the marketplace, really got taken down. So, as I like to say, when you're putting trades on in this environment, you can look at some of these breadth figures, and this is almost like, you could see it as like a very rough proxy for your, chances when you pick a stock. When the breadth is horrible, your chances are lower. When the breadth is better, your chances are a bit higher. Sectors, semiconductors, as we talked about, were the big gainers at 1.02%. The ARK Innovation Fund was also up 2.55%. And the blockchain ETF. Let's check out that. So this one, look over here at these cryptos team. NEO, this is setting a nice spot here. I actually like this. I'm long NEO right now, and I kind of like the way that this one is shaping up. But anyway, cryptos. Oh my gosh. Bitcoin is up 5%. Ethereum, we have EIP 1559 tomorrow, team. So let's just see if that goes smoothly, and we're running into the event. So who knows if we get to sell the news, but to be honest, like, this to me, it's not like a real catalyst. It's just like an upgrade. And I guess maybe it could be a catalyst because the inflation rate is going to be going down for Ethereum. There's going to be, for every transaction, there's going to be some Ethereum that gets burned and basically just sent into the oblivion. So it's almost like a way, these things are really funny, these tokens. It's like you're basically coding in the fact that your token's going to go up over time, like literally. Because what they're doing, it's almost like a share buyback with stocks. How share buybacks, they're almost like this rigged, it's like a rigged game where so long as the company can do share buybacks, the number of shares outstanding goes lower, so the earnings per share goes higher. Therefore, each share becomes worth more. With this Ethereum EIP 1559 upgrade, we're essentially doing the same thing, where by burning a little bit of Ethereum on every transaction, you're reducing that from the available supply. So, what's left is worth more. So it's funny because you're literally just like coding in the same dynamic. But yeah, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. And MicroStrategy looks like it's ready to just rip some faces off, team. So yeah, we'll see what happens with these, and we'll just see if the elevation goes smoothly tomorrow. Yeah, and then KWeb was up slightly. Style factors. Style factors, cyclicals got hammered, high beta got hammered, and the growth was up 0.08%. International momentum was up 0.05%. So today was kind of an interesting day for me. The reason being, so I'm like, ridiculously overweight crypto. Ethereum is my biggest position. MicroStrategy is my second biggest position by far. So overall today, today was a killer day for me. But the day trading and like scalping I was trying to do today, I was pretty much like a step behind on almost everything. This was pretty tough. Like, honestly, what I made sure to do, I saw, okay, the market breadth is horrible. My mindset was like, okay, I'm going to try to get in where I fit in. I came in today, had a decent cash balance. I'm not over positioned in options or stocks really. So I was like, what, I'll try, see if I can buy the dip in something or, whatever. And I kept making little attempts and I just wasn't really getting anywhere. So like, I tried getting long some IWM calls in the morning, pretty much right off the open. I was like, hey, I'll buy the dip, maybe IWM gets stronger. And so AMD, what I'm looking for on this trade is AMD's had a fantastic run. Take a look at this. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles in a row. In this stock, the vol is so big. I basically sold the vol. So I'm targeting this 118 strike. Sold the call and the put, bought some wings to protect myself. And really all I'm looking for is for AMD to not make a big move to either the upside or the downside from here until August 20th. So that one I really like. And then into the close, I did buy my puts back. So I had stopped out of some puts. Closed out my Capri November 19th, 57.5 calls for a small winner. Closes out for 750. I'd paid 705. SPY, I put some puts on, like I said, once we broke above that technical level, stopped out of them, sell-off didn't materialize, and I ended up getting long like literally at like 3:59 or 4 o'clock. More puts, except this time I went with some September puts because I was like, you know what, I don't want to get shaken out of these so easily, because basically my mentality is like, the breadth is so bad, the market's kind of being wonky, like all over the place, the seasonality is very bad, and we just had pretty much like a complete shake and bake. Anybody that was getting long today that thought we were gonna flip green throughout the session, they are now underwater. And not everybody out there in the market is like me, where they'll take their stops and just kind of like flip it around. I was wrong. Most investors and most traders, they dig their heels in, and now they're pretty much underwater. So I think the momentum is the downside. We'll have to see what happens tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if for max pain, then we just gap up overnight. But yeah, I got long some SPY puts. All right. And let's see, we're actually recording at a time where I can see what is going on. And yeah, it looks like this overnight candle, so far we're just not really going anywhere. But yeah, we're on the cusp here, guys. Like, we are, literally, yeah, we're sitting on like the knife's edge right now. So we'll have to see what happens. It could resolve either way. Definitely, just leave a comment down below if you think we are going to resolve to the upside or the downside by the end of the week. Curious to see what you think. Okay, so S&P 500, went through my trades. Let's real quick, we'll go through some options order flow. So yeah, it was weird. Today, I think I will definitely say that I over traded that. So that's something I'm always trying to get better, always trying to learn. And, today would have been a great day if I just said, you know what, I'm walking away from the desk. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow I definitely want to make sure I plan my workout. Like tomorrow my workout's going to be like an hour after the open, just so I can get off the desk, stuff like that, because I don't want to make that same mistake again. Okay, so VigTech options order flow, let's get it. Where is it? Should have it up here. Oh yeah, and I'll just go through this real fast. This is my Twitter feed. I'm a small-time Twitter guy. And this was, yeah, after hours. A couple of these companies reported. Etsy, boom, hammered. Roku, boom, hammered. Fastly, boom, hammered. So yeah, a lot of these, these names that were like the last bastion of hope, like the only ones that weren't being sold today, they just reported earnings and they kind of whiffed it. So, anyway, hourly chart. Let's pull up Roku. Yeah, Roku. Oh my God, all those bulls. all those bulls that, they just got, I don't know. Like, I don't wish this on anybody, but it is what it is. It's gotta be somebody. I don't know. Fastly, Etsy. No, this definitely, I don't even want to say that. I'll bring like bad trading karma to myself. Okay, Etsy. Yeah, all these. Etsy, I was looking at it. I'm not gonna go through the results, but the analyst estimates were basically right in line with where Etsy reported. So you might think like that's not bad. It's right in line. But with a lot of these high growth names, they're known as like, this company is just growing so fast, man. Like analysts can't even keep up. Like nobody even knows this thing is capable of. So just a lot of times they get these crazy valuations. Etsy isn't really that crazily valued, but yeah, they just get, a premium built into them. So then when they start like, oh, they just met estimates, that's like the stock can just get torpedoed. Let's see, Fastly. And Fastly, geez. Okay. And let me see if I can find our order flow. If not, we're going to have to skip it tonight. Let's see. Okay, not Cheddar Flow. I'm a VigTech guy now. Come on. Let's see. Big tech. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up. We'll do our options race because I know that's like my favorite thing in the world to do. Open web app. There we go. Okay, options race. Let's do it, and then we're gonna break for the day. Oh yeah, also, you know, I started adding music into the video, so I hope you enjoy it. And I'm still getting the hang of it. But yeah, I record the video and then I just layer in the music. I also got somebody from Fiverr. They did an intro for these videos. So yeah, hopefully we can get that going soon too. Let's see. Oh shoot, options race. Okay, today's combined flows. This bloated pig AMD, jeez. Look at it. Okay, Tesla surpasses it throughout the day. Robinhood, that one has been a ridiculous winner. That one's going crazy. That's another thing. Robinhood. Typically before little market hiccups, you'll always see wild things happening in the market. Like it'll be like, geez, this stock doubled overnight, and like this one did this, and like this short squeeze just went out of control. And then it'll be like within the next couple days, some sort of market sell-off. So I'm starting to see like Robinhood is like doubling from the IPO. We got AMD that's just like rip-roaring to the upside, like recklessly. So my spidey senses are definitely tingling. Well, with that very ominous message, I'm going to leave you for the night. Hope everyone had an awesome trading day, and I will see you all tomorrow.